Hello friends, my name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Chakra Healing for Vibrant Energy, exploring your 7 energy centers with mindfulness, yoga, and Ayurveda. And welcome to our chakra series. Today we're going to talk about the 3rd chakra, Manipura, the lustrous gem. It's a quick overview of the 3rd chakra if you're wondering what is the 3rd chakra. So the 3rd chakra is in the area of the solar plexus. It is around the navel, and as the name indicates, solar plexus, that is our sun. The color is yellow like the sun. The mantra sound is Ram, R-A-M. And this is our sense of personality and personal expression and personal power. So if you are feeling empowered in the solar plexus area, you aren't afraid to take risks, assert your will, and go out there and live the life of your dreams. It is the aspect of your personality outward in the world so you can move forth towards your goals and go get a job, maybe get a spouse, and really live out the life of your dreams. Now, people that have issues and problems with the solar plexus chakra or the 3rd chakra, they might have irritable bowel syndrome, they might have acid reflux, or other acid stomach problems. They might have gastritis, or they might have colitis, or something to do with the intestinal digestive system in the lower GI and sometimes the upper GI. So those are the types of things that we see in the area of the solar plexus if you're having problems with personal expression and moving out there and not feeling afraid. So people that have an open and aligned solar plexus chakra aren't afraid to take risks. It's like the toddler that is just learning how to walk and run, and they look to their parents as they're learning how to walk or even start to run, and they look back to see if they're okay. They look for cues. So if their parents look really afraid and they're like, oh, watch out, take caution, don't fall, don't move out into the street. If they see that their parents are really afraid, then they themselves too will be afraid to move out there into the world. They will be afraid to take risks because they trust their parents as an important source to help them move out into the world. But if those parents are encouraging and they say, go ahead, go on, go run, go play and have fun, then that child is going to feel more free and open to explore the world, knowing that their parents are right there behind them and that they've got the child's back. So that is really the developmental phase of the 3rd chakra, the solar plexus, and our source of personal power. This is also our seat of the ego. Now, the ego can be a good, neutral, or bad thing in the way that it can inhibit you to move forward into the world and really make peace with people around you and be of service to others, so that when you're living your life purpose and you're working out your dreams and desires, that you can do it in a way that is of service to you and also of service to others. So people that are a little bit stuck in the area of the 3rd chakra in the ego sense of the term could be that they just want to get stuff for themselves. So it's all about me and mine, just like that toddler phase of that newly walking or running toddler that has a tendency to not want to share, and they tend to grab their toys away from other children saying, that's mine. It's for me, it's not for you. And so adults can do this too, of course, you know that. So when your 3rd chakra is not well developed in the way that there is a blockage or there's something inhibiting it from shining forth and moving into those higher states of the chakra, because every chakra can have its weaknesses and its strengths. So we want to always work with the strengths of our chakras versus working with the weaknesses of our chakras, but we work through the weaknesses to get to the strengths. So if you find that you're saying me and mine an awful lot, it's a good idea to perhaps just take a look at the chakra and take a look at your sense of personal power. And why do you feel disempowered? Why do you feel you have to fight for your own power? Why do you feel that you might have to step on others in order to get ahead? Why must you blow away the competition in order to move upward in the ladder or move upward in your business or discipline? The idea of having a healthy sense of personal power is that you have this inner knowing that there is enough for everyone and that you don't need to blow away the competition in order to have space for yourself and your personal self-expression into the world, right? We don't really need to blow away the competition, even though our egos and our minds tend to be tied together sometimes. And they really think like, oh, I'm really jealous, I'm envious that this person has this and I don't have this, or they're ahead in their career and I'm not really ahead in my career, so I'm going to enter into competition with them to show them that I can be just as good as they can. So that's really the third chakra that is working against you and not for you. Now, of course, healthy competition is wonderful. So if there is a competition for sales, for example, at work, it's not that you're trying to take something away from the other person, but you could work the third chakra positively by saying, I'm going to work the best sales I possibly can in order for my own personal and professional growth. Now that is a healthy sense of competition. So just look at that as, am I working the third chakra in the positive or am I working it in the negative? Do I feel that I don't have a handle on my own sense of personal power, or do I feel empowered? Now, another way of not feeling empowered in the third chakra is if you have a tendency to overeat in order to hide away from other people and hide away from competition and hide away from facing who you are and showing who you are into the outer world. Now, believe me, even though you might not look at that as something is inhibiting you from letting yourself shine forth into the outer world, it very much is a sign, according to the chakras, according to Ayurvedic health, and according to yoga philosophy, all tied up into one. So those practices and disciplines really overlap a lot. If you have a large tummy because you've been overeating and kind of hiding yourself from the world, and this is a very subconscious thing for most people, it's super subconscious, so you're not doing it like overtly in saying, I'm going to do this because I want to hide from the world. But it's just something to be cognizant of. If you've been noticing that you've been putting on extra pounds, especially in the belly, just look at your third chakra and say, why am I hiding from the world? Why do I feel that I can't own my personal power? Why do I feel that I have to kind of take my personal power or run away from it in fear that I don't have enough power to be able to assert myself and assert my will? Now, this happens sometimes when people are people pleasers. They're trying to please everyone else, but they don't speak and say what they want. Now, that's a lot with the fifth chakra, but it's also with the solar plexus chakra, because owning your personal power and being able to assert your will comes through speech as well. But sometimes it also comes through in presence and how you present yourself. So do you present yourself with a confident solar plexus chakra, or do you not present yourself with a confident solar plexus chakra? So being a people pleaser is a way that you can also hide behind your own personal power and not own it. Because I'm sure you know people who own their own personal power and they usually don't have to say anything, right? They're there and they're a presence and you're like, whoa, this person is super strong. And you just feel that they're strong, just like the sun. The sun doesn't have to own its presence. It just is. and it's hot and penetrating, but it's also beautiful and it allows things to grow. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of the third chakra. Please subscribe to my channel below, share this video with friends, family, and your dog, and thank you for pledging your support on Patreon. I couldn't do this without you. www.patreon.com/Michelle S. Fondin, and I will see you in the next video.